Power had a lot of deaths. A lot of deaths in Power, man. But here's like a few of them that we would change. 5 of them. We'll give y'all 5 good ones that we would change. We felt like there was still a lot to their story that could have been explained. Could have been really like brought out. Could have branched out a little bit more. Seldom Cinematics Podcast. We have 700 subscribers. Make sure y'all like the video before we get into it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's your host Contrail. Join with my co-host.
It's your boy Ben. But we're not saying these characters shouldn't have died. But there is more to be told of their story, you know, like a couple of these guys we listed and girls, you know, definitely their story should have ended at some point, but there is a little more left for them.
Yeah, a little bit more gas in the tank we feel like could have been flushed out. Not saying that their deaths were terrible and they shouldn't have been there, but had you would have kept them around, the story, the other spinoffs could have benefited that much more.
Definitely.
Who's the first one we starting off with, my man?
I'm gonna start with Dre.
Dre.
Because
still Dre.
Dre, you know, his death was interesting. You know, like he was set up really to be Ghost's apprentice. He's like, nah, I'm gonna be the villain. But then y'all just have him like the scene he was dying was cold. like Tubin and Spanky, that was cold.
Is that like Human Torch?
Come on.
And then nigga turned to a rat.
But like I feel like there was more to be told. He could have been, because we know he has a relationship with Tariq. He could have still been around in Ghost.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, fact. That would have been cold, bro. Dre and Ghost.
That would have been cold. Dre and Tariq. But
no, I'm saying in the book Ghost.
Definitely. That would have been cold. We said this before. He could have had his own spinoff, because like spinoffs, we haven't had a spinoff focus on a villain. I feel like that would be a fire direction that we haven't seen so far. We love the Penguin, you know, have a show centered around the villain would be fire.
Yeah, we do need one of those. What if it was a show with Ronnie? That'd be cool. Ronnie and Neek, like growing up, like running the streets, that'd be cool.
A good villain right now, because right now Ghost doesn't have any villains.
A Lobo show? God, that would go insane.
Like tracking the cartel and all that. Yeah, that'd be tough.
Bro, that would be tough as hell.
I just feel like Dre had a little more of his story to be told, because clearly if y'all wanted him to either be Ghost's apprentice or the villain, that y'all had big plans for him, and just for him to die off that, really when he's at his lowest of his lows, you know, he's on the run, all that, I feel like they could have made a little more stuff pop with Dre. We also know, you know, Dre has dynamics with a lot of the players. We just talked about Tariq. We also know Tommy hates Tariq, or Tommy hates Dre. You know, that would have been really cool to see that dynamic even further. You know, if Tommy's like, Tariq, I need your help. Bring manpower to Chicago. And Tariq's still cool with Dre. He's like, you know, I'm gonna bring Dre. Seeing that Dre-Tommy interaction again. He's like, why'd you bring him, bro?
Yeah.
I feel like Dre had more gas in the tank, but I guess that he flew too close to the
Ghost told
plane.
his ass. Ghost told his ass. He said, "See, look at you. You's a wannabe gangster." You's a wannabe gangster, boy. You ain't no gangster. You's a wankster. Where's my man 50, man? Shout out 50. Y'all see 50 and Big Meech beefing though. That might be another video right there. What's the next one though?
BMF. Sorry.
You're done. What next season, little nigga?
Number 4, we gonna go with Joseph Proctor. And you know, Tommy, you know, canceled his Christmas on him.
That's tough.
But we're really seeing in book 2 how dope Davis is of a character. He's a really dope character, and like if y'all would have put a little more focus on, we talked about this before, kind of make it like a Suits spinoff.
Bro,
you know,
would have been fire.
Proctor was a great character, and y'all ain't need to kill him like that. It really didn't add anything to the story, just killing him. You know, it kind of made Benny turn up, and then Benny just died.
Yeah, he's not on this
list, but why would y'all build Benny up just to kill him in like 2 episodes?
Yeah, bro, like Tommy just got his ass up out of there like this, bro. That shit was tough. I'm like, bro, who is this nigga?
I feel like Proctor's death didn't add anything to the story. It kind of just showed that Tariq left the door open for Ghost. They thought Ghost would be there too, which is like, y'all could have done Tariq betraying Ghost in another way, because then we see that scene where, you know, wake up, that time's over.
Yeah. Wake up, sleep time's over, little nigga.
Yeah, I can't say that. Can't finish that quote. But I just feel like Proctor's death didn't really do anything much for the storyline. And he's a dope character, so why, he could have still been around. He could have came to Chicago with Tommy. There was avenues for him to keep it going, and he was such a good character.
The Tommy and Proctor banter was always fire. That shit was always funny as hell, entertaining as fuck. So yeah, Proctor definitely a missed character, man. Would have been so dope to see them flush out his character a bit more. Maybe him and Davis getting some interactions. That would have been so cool to see.
Would have been fire, bro. Would have been fire. And for number 3, we gonna throw on. We've talked about him a lot on this channel. Mecca.
Bro, he deserves his props, man.
Yeah.
He deserves his props. He's like that. He's like that, bro.
You guys connected him to Monet, to Ghost, and to Lobos, and y'all smoked him in the season. What are we doing here, bro?
Come
and then
on,
you
man.
replace him with Noma. What really are we doing? I mean, I sound like a broken record, but why would y'all replace him for Noma, just for Noma to be like that? That doesn't make much sense.
And then you got Kane in there going crazy. Then you got you got Davis in here clapping shit too. It's like, dang, what's going on? Like, she supposed to be a feared queen pin. She got her shit knocked down. Like, I don't know. Like,
when I heard you saying at first, like, Kane clapping, I'm thinking you talking about, like, on the streets. No,
nah, in the sheets.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? No, what are we doing here?
No.
Davis in there talking about some, that was a good round. But like, damn, what's going on, boy? Davis get some action scenes for him. Ooh, they got him going crazy.
He one of them ones.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it confused. But yeah, Mecca just should not. They mishandle that character. We talked about it a lot, but they really mishandle that character. He has all these connections. He's Zeke's father. Zeke. I feel like Zeke's death was fine for the storyline, but we could bring up Lorenzo too. But just Mecca shouldn't have died.
He shouldn't have.
When you're building up big villains, you can't take them out after a season, because then it's kind of like, all right, what are you doing? Unless the character was horrible, then we're like, we don't care.
Right. Come on, man. What's going on?
Said this before. Replace Noma and Mecca, and then book 2 gets astronomically better.
It takes that motherfucker from like a 6. Not saying it's a 6. It takes that bitch from a 6 to like an 8 quick.
Easy.
Yeah.
Because Mecca was fire. The first time we see Mecca and Tariq, he got the gun pointed at his head. He's menacing. No, I ain't menacing. No, man ain't scaring no one.
Nah, not really, bro. She's just pointing fingers.
Yeah, she pointing
That's
fingers.
all she is. Shoot him. Kill him. Like, do this. Like, bro, it's like, all right, dude. Like, that's all you doing. You ain't about no action, though. You ain't finna pick up no stick, man. Like, get in the field. So, like,
right, so we don't really fear you.
Yeah, nah, you not really fear, bro. You got his power, dude. Like, fuck out of here, little nigga.
And
like,
good British accent, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very good British accent. And it's like, we know Mecca was like that, but Mecca will actually threaten you, like, right then and there, and like do some shit, like get up close to your ear too. Like that nigga pretend like he's about to fuck you too. Like you don't know if he want to fuck you or kill you. That's the thing with Lobo.
Both scary sights.
Yeah, both scary sights. So it's like, oh shit, this nigga got me on the edge of my seat. Like, hold on, bro. Yeah, getting goosebumps right now. Like, nah, nigga might lick your earlobe. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just sell me the product, please. So I give it to Louis. Jerome.
Prices. Number 2, we are going Jukebox.
Juke thy box it, bro.
Yeah. No,
Jukebox. Jukebox. Alright, go ahead.
Juke was a character when I was giving that whole opening, when I was like, Juke should have died. I feel like Juke should have died at the end of Power. Definitely. But they shouldn't have killed her after just bringing her in a season and a half before. That's like, I don't think Kanan, like, obviously we're seeing I don't think Kanan is smoking Juke for Tariq.
Yeah.
I just don't, like, yeah, he looked at Tariq as a son, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think we saw what he did to his own son. I feel like his connection with Juke was deeper than his connection. Obviously, we still need to see some things turn out in Kanan. I feel like what could have happened is keep Kanan's death the same. Somehow to get out that situation, and Juke will find out that Tariq set it up, and Juke is just gonna go on a manhunt for Tariq.
Yeah, bro,
that would have been fire for Tariq.
Yeah.
Before, because the whole thing we're talking about with Tariq's development is he hasn't gone through enough stuff. Have a crooked cop on a manhunt for you when you're still a kid, that'll put you through some things.
Facts.
That'll definitely put you through some things. So
and it'll at least like build his character up a little bit where you gotta actually go through some pretty tough challenges. You got an experienced motherfucker coming after you.
Yeah.
A super experienced motherfucker coming after you.
Trained killer.
Yeah. Yeah. And she got power of the cops too. It's like a Detective Carter, but on a whole different level, because she grew up in the streets for real. She from that life.
So I think Juke, like, her death was a fine death, but it should have happened a little bit later. Because she's such an iconic character that I feel like she deserved a little more than just having Kane and Smoker because, I feel this connection with Tariq. But,
right.
Agree to disagree with the Power Writers, But number one, where we going?
Last one we going with the man Cooper Saxe. Cooper Saxe in the building, man. Hey, like it or not, Cooper Saxe was cold as hell. He was cold as hell. He was willing to do. He's literally like, him and Angela are like, ooh, they neck and neck, because they both will do some crazy stuff to win a case. But everything they do advances the case. Yeah, they're the two best cops we've ever seen in power, for sure.
And his death really didn't do anything, And as we saw in book 4, it was horrible. Yeah. Like, the cops was horrible. We talked about it. They horrible.
We needed him.
Where was Cooper at? Cooper not, and I get he wasn't with the cops anymore, but Cooper wouldn't let none of that slide. Yeah. Without at least trying to go after it. He might get smoked. So maybe, he learns about this Detective Carter, we got a crooked cop, I'm gonna try and take him down. And then maybe he dies in the crossfire there. But at least he can help expose it, His death was meaningless.
Yeah, not even really nothing. Like, nothing really happened because of it. There wasn't really no aftermath of it. The fucking flash drive was the only thing. And that just immediately got canceled out episode 1. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here, man? Cooper Saxe, bro, he's definitely could have stayed around. Definitely one of the best police officers. Not police officers, best DEA agents. Yeah. I'll give a Kamal Tate definitely hell of a fucking agent too. Can't sleep on Kamal Tate. He's definitely one of them ones, bro. Yeah. Literally was reading Jabari's book. Like, he was literally reading his book and saying, yo, this matches, like, locations on campus and stuff like that. Like, what if this is, like, he's talking about student here. And, bro, he was connecting them dots crazy, bro. Yeah, facts. Nobody else is able to do that. Detective Whitman was low-key decent, too. Detective Whitman.
He wasn't bad.
Yeah, he wasn't bad at all, too.
He was better than Junior.
I ain't gonna lie. Shoot, I had to do top 5 cops. Top 5 cops in power. Yeah, Junior was trash. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he bottom 5.
Yeah, they come on, bro. They was sticking it to him, boy. I'm sorry. He is dookie.
Yeah, muy dookie. But that's our list.
That's our list right there, man. We can't really argue with that one. What do y'all got to say in the comments about what characters would y'all have brought back to life? Which ones on this list do y'all disagree with? I should state that the death was pretty meaningful. I don't feel like y'all could really argue with this, but maybe some of y'all will find a way to argue with it. But with that being said, man, it's been your boy Contrell.
Ben, we appreciate all y'all support. We on the rise, but we gonna keep rising.
Yes,
and that's because of y'all.
700 subscribers and counting, 710 to be exact. Probably more by the time y'all watch this video, God willing. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. Sub to the Madness. We out of here.